Vraiment, Froggen qui est excellent. Weixiao aussi qui est excellent. Les deux qui ont montré du très très lourd pendant ces All-Star Challenge. Alors, on va faire un bref récapitulatif des scores, histoire de voir à peu près où on en est. Histoire de... Parce que pour l'instant, c'est égalité. Alors, qui a eu quoi où? Si je ne me trompe pas, Fire, Urf, 2 points. Puis après, il y a eu une petite absence. Une 1v1, la 2v2. Et du côté de la Team Ice, l'Hexakill, le Pick 10, une 1v1. Normalement, si je ne me trompe pas, on est plus ou moins à
5 points partout.
5 points partout. Merci,
oui,
Chips.
C'est ça, il me semble. Waouh, un calcul dantesque, Noah, impressionnant.
Quel génie!
Bon, et du coup, Paris, il faut être très très chaud pour ce dernier donc 1v1 qu'on a appelé Super 1v1. C'est un peu comme le Super Bowl, donc, mais sur League of Legends. Donc, on va faire une petite ola pour chauffer 2 joueurs, Froggen et Weixiao en place.
Et il faut que les joueurs se lèvent aussi.
3,
oh
2, 1, c'est parti!
Et une deuxième.
3, 2, 1, ah, les joueurs ne se lèvent pas, mais bon, that's it, hein, ils sont
absorbés. Ils sont concentrés, la pression est terrible. Ils sont là pour soutenir leurs équipes. Froggen 11-0-14 et 20 stacks de Medjay sur sa Nivea oui. Pendant le Pick 10.
Le fameux...
Et Weixiao 14-2-11 pendant la Urf avec sa Lulu.
Et on encourage Weixiao aussi, s'il vous plaît. Deux excellentissimes joueurs, ouais. Vraiment. Weixiao qui, alors pendant longtemps, a été considéré comme un des meilleurs carrières du monde. Ça reste un excellent joueur, vraiment une référence en Chine. Et Froggen, bon, bah Froggen, on ne le plaisante plus.
Spring Split, saison 3 européenne, saison 4 européenne.
Exactement. Alors, est-ce que Froggen va pouvoir prendre le meilleur? Quels vont être leurs choix aux 2 joueurs? Je ne sais pas trop, on va voir. On va voir ce que ça va donner. Bon, Froggen ne peut pas prendre un Nivea, je pense. Enfin,
en 1v1, bah, disons que tu vas vite finir par jouer le farm. C'est pas mauvais, mais tu peux te faire défoncer. Il suffit qu'il y ait le bon pic en face et t'es mort. Après, peut-être qu'il y aura du ban aussi. De toute façon, je pense qu'il va y avoir du côté de Froggen du ban à Dekari contre Weixiao. Et après, Froggen, lui, pourrait parfaitement, par contre, partir sur quelque chose comme une Leblanc. Ça pourrait lui ressembler une Leblanc sur Froggen. Hein.
Peut-être, pourquoi pas. En tout cas, je pense que Froggen devrait jouer le kill. Et donc, on se chauffe, le public, on applaudit. On applaudit les 2 joueurs, là, qui vont entrer en phase de pick et ban.
Et vous n'avez pas été très vigilant sur les creeps pendant la 2v2. Donc, on va s'y reconcentrer pendant le Super 1v1. Parce qu'il faut que chaque creep, c'est 1% de victoire. C'est mathématique. Hein. On a vu que j'excellais à ça.
Alors, le Varus de ban. Le Varus qui a la cote hein, dans les 1v1 et les 2v2, j'ai l'impression. Alors, le Varus de ban. La Queen. On s'est un peu filé des tips, j'ai l'impression, entre les joueurs.
Je pense qu'il faut dégager Caitlyn. Luciane aussi. D'excellents duellistes. La Caitlyn qui est dégagée.
Classique. On va avoir que des carry AD, j'ai l'impression, Noah.
C'est possible. C'est vraiment très possible. Sauf si Weixiao a entendu, peut-être qu'ils ont fait de l'espionnage industriel, Chips, pour voir un peu quel pic pouvait être joué. Ban de Panthéon. Oh.
Ah, Madness.
Pas de spell.
Alors... Froggen, qu'est-ce qui va nous ban en dernier? 10 secondes. Tu le sens concentré, Noah. Les 2 joueurs connaissent leurs responsabilités. Ban de Lulu. D'accord. Et ban de Kellen. C'est vrai que Lulu peut être un bon duelliste.
C'est vrai.
Oh, Oriana pour Froggen.
Une Oriana.
Oh. Alors... Bah dites le plus fort si vous voulez, Timo. Ah, Weixiao.
Weixiao, sans savoir ce qu'il y a en face, ça peut être
le Jarvan.
Weixiao contre Jarvan 4. Ok. Va falloir le tenir. Hein. Ça va pas être facile en early game peut-être pour Froggen.
Pourquoi pas, c'est intéressant. Froggen, je pense, s'attendait à jouer contre un perso à distance avec un peu de POG. Donc je pense qu'il a décidé de prendre Weixiao justement pour pouvoir avoir le win wall. Mais bon, il va se taper un corps à corps. Donc on va voir ce que ça va donner.
Du coup, on va reprendre la température qui est pour la team Fire.
Et pour la team Ice avec Froggen.
C'est assez équilibré, c'est vraiment assez équilibré. Et en effet, puisqu'il y a 5 partout. Et la dernière partie de ces All-Star Challenge, de ces All-Star 2014 Chips, avec un duel de titans, sans creep, un kill, une tour. Tout se jouera là-dessus. Et vous pouvez voter au hashtag Froggen ou au hashtag Weixiao.
Votez, votez, votez.
Pour voir un peu qui vous voyez gagnant, qui vous voyez remporter ces All-Star Challenge.
Un avis, Noah? As-tu un avis? Weixiao ou bien plutôt Jarvan selon toi?
Ça va être dur pour Weixiao. Hein. Alors moi j'ai en early, mais après pour Jarvan. Du coup, messieurs, est-ce que vous pouvez faire du bruit pour ce dernier super 1v1?
C'est le dernier.
La pression.
Alors,
la red
de la red pot. De la red pot, encore et toujours. Bon, on va voir ce que ça va donner. Après, je sais pas, parce que Weixiao, ça reste très fort quand même. Oh là là, 71% de résultats favorables. 77% pour Froggen. Ça augmente constamment, j'ai l'impression. Alors, Weixiao peut-il faire la différence? Bon, on va voir ce que ça va donner. Parce que je pense quand même qu'avec, une fois qu'il a un peu de crit, le Weixiao, il est supérieur en termes de trade pur à l'auto-attaque face au Jarvan. Mais c'est vrai que le combo de sort de Jarvan peut faire très mal. Bon, on va voir ce que ça va donner. Je pense... Ah, moi j'aimerais peut-être le Weixiao quand même. Je sais pas, faut voir. Alors, on va voir ce que ça va donner. Direct la red pot du côté de Weixiao. Instantanément. Froggen qui a sa tornade.
Froggen qui va peut-être pas trop tarder à suivre non plus. Ça rate un peu de creep, le premier creep de Froggen, ça y est, qui est sécurisé. Et alors, va-t-on farm ou va-t-on s'agresser? On a 2 corps à corps, hein. C'est la première fois qu'on a 2 corps à corps. Attention contre Lysine.
Weixiao un peu chambreur là face à Froggen.
Et faut
voir tornade.
Le truc c'est qu'Weixiao aura pas le temps de se stuff en crit.
Ouais, sans doute pas. Ou alors il pourra prendre un gantelet, mais effectivement,
au mieux.
En tous les cas, ce sera pas grand chose. Oh, le combo de la part de Weixiao.
Ah, il faut pas que ça touche. Hein. Weixiao qui en early game est quand même assez tanky, qui fait des bons dégâts, il peut harass au drapeau.
Bah à chaque fois en fait Froggen doit faire attention à avoir son shield de charger lorsqu'il décide d'engager éventuellement Weixiao ou d'aller au corps à corps. Bon, Froggen qui a chargé sa tornade, bam, joli bump là de sa part, il engage. Oh, c'est beau, c'est beau.
Il continue,
beau
il a raté son Q. Il a raté son Q malheureusement, c'est pas grave, il fait des bons dégâts et il charge son shield le maximum possible. Encore un jump qui a la barrière qui est claqué du côté de Weixiao. Et d'ailleurs Froggen qui est parti sur il fatigue.
Mais impressionnant la Froggen, dès qu'il a eu la possibilité de jump sur son adversaire, mais quel excellent travail de
il faut qu'il prenne le heal Froggen. Il faut qu'il prenne le heal, il va essayer de le bait.
Ouais, je pense qu'il
le bait.
Un peu.
Il le bait, vas-y prends-le, je t'attends, je te colle contre le mur, je t'éclate.
C'est bon, il va finir par le prendre finalement Froggen. Encore un peu de harass. Et là le Weixiao qui commence à bien faire la différence. Jarvan a du mal. Aussi le truc c'est que Jarvan aura du mal à placer son combo, non?
Ah il l'a vu, il peut cancel le TP si jamais il avait la tornade, mais bon.
Il n'a pas pu là-dessus non plus, hein, Froggen. Ah, le Q qui ne touchera pas sur Weixiao.
Et le niveau 4 qui est touché en premier, mais là il est un peu low life Weixiao. Attention, Froggen qui passe de creep en creep, encore. Il a son heal dans son dos, mais j'avoue qu'il est insaisissable. La technique de la savonnette Chips.
Ah mais vraiment pour le coup, personne ne peut le stopper, j'ai l'impression. Qui peut stopper Froggen? Alors il va bientôt passer niveau 5. Le mid lane,
J'ai cru qu'il allait chercher.
Ouais, j'y ai cru un petit peu
Entre
aussi.
les deux tours, je me suis dit, ah ouais, il a des balls.
Bon, il va clear cette wave et derrière, alors est-ce qu'il va la clear même?
Ah ouais, il va y aller, il va la push.
On notera quand même l'excellent farming de Weixiao, hein, parce que malgré son back là, il tombe pas tellement derrière Froggen. Il va même réceptionner cette vague de creep.
Et Froggen qui gère extrêmement bien les yeux, il va pouvoir faire son back, prendre un petit peu stuff. Alors est-ce qu'il va partir sur du crit ou est-ce qu'il va partir tout simplement sur du dégât et ne pas s'embêter avec le crit?
Ah, c'est une excellente question. 26 creeps pour Froggen, 22 pour Weixiao et Froggen double Doran Blade. Là, clairement, il a un plus gros stuff que Weixiao. Et attention, Weixiao, là, s'il veut prendre des trades, il risque de prendre extrêmement cher, comme un 95-99 d'AD. Maintenant, contre 112, bon, le Yasuo est très bien. Froggen qui a forcément décidé d'agresser Weixiao un peu. Il a eu le shield qui s'est activé. Le 1v1, là, entre les deux joueurs. Attention au Q. Oh là là, Weixiao qui récupère le heal.
C'est bien fait, il y a le heal qui a été claqué de la part de Froggen. Bon. Histoire de, il n'était pas spécialement en danger, il avait encore la fatigue, il va peut-être pouvoir prendre le sien, à moins que Weixiao le prenne. Non, c'est bon, la fatigue qui est prise, et il la bait, et il n'y a plus rien pour Weixiao.
Froggen qui va chercher son Q. Froggen qui va charger son Q tranquillement et qui va revenir dans la mêlée. Non, il arrive à disengage. Weixiao finalement, oh là là, dommage, ça ne touchera pas. Il n'a pas encore son ulti, Froggen. Au niveau 6, ça va être très intéressant, Noix. Le back de la part de Weixiao, peut-être. Non, il voudrait cette vague de creep. Dommage, il va louper celui-là. Froggen va le menacer là.
Pour l'instant, ils sont toujours à égalité au creep, hein, Chip. C'est extrêmement serré ce duel. Beaucoup de tension. Le niveau 6 qui a été touché en premier sur Froggen qui va mettre un ulti. Et non, l'escape de Weixiao qui va s'en sortir. Qu'est-ce que c'était tendu. Et Froggen qui va push. Et il a le sbire canon. Il peut faire très mal à cette tour. Attention, il fait extrêmement mal. La tour qui va passer mid-life. Il n'aura pas le temps de la finir. Mais tant de dégâts qui ont été faits. Attention. Il peut continue. Non, il n'y aura pas assez. Ouais, il y aura pas assez. Il y a la vague de creep qui arrive. Il y a la vague de creep qui arrive en remplacement. Chips, Weixiao qui n'est toujours pas revenu. La tour.
Weixiao.
La tour. Superbe duel. Superbe duel entre les deux. Et victoire de la team Ice Chips.
Tout à fait. Alors, bon, on applaudit les équipes vraiment. Le Zénith, les Ice qui remportent ce All-Star Challenge. Tout le monde debout, on les applaudit. Allez.
Excellent, c'est All-Star Challenge qui nous ont fait vibrer. Il y avait un énorme niveau de jeu, vraiment un énorme niveau de jeu dans ce All-Star Challenge qui s'est soldé par la victoire de l'équipe Ice.
Ouais, vraiment bien joué, c'était des All-Star Challenge très sympa, Noah. On a eu, bon, comme pour Fnatic, finalement, le suspense jusqu'au bout.
C'est vrai.
Dans la phase de poule, je parle bien entendu, parce qu'en demi, bon.
Du coup, la suite du programme, la suite que vous attendez tous, les All-Star Invitational, avec la finale SKT1K contre OMG. Du bruit pour la finale, s'il vous plaît, vous avez envie de voir cette finale? Nous aussi,
ça va être énorme. Bon, on pourra en disserter à un moment, Noah, après la pause dans tous les cas, mais vraiment, on vous l'a dit, hein, les SKT1K qui ont annoncé en avant-première sur un site coréen qu'ils sortiraient un pick support à peu près jamais vu, un truc totalement inattendu. Du côté des Chinois, on s'est largement préparé aussi puisque les deux équipes se connaissent bien. Elles s'affrontent étant donné qu'elles ne sont pas très loin géographiquement, elles n'ont pas de problème de ping ou autre, Noix. Donc voilà, elles ont l'habitude de scrim l'une avec l'autre. Et les SKT1K ont battu l'OMG, donc les OMG ont une revanche à prendre par rapport à la phase de poule.
C'est ça. Mais avant toutes ces choses-là, on va d'abord voir un peu ce qu'on dit le bureau d'analyse de LA de ces All-Star Challenge. On va les retrouver tout de suite. À tout de suite.
Thank you very much, Team A. Get a drink of water there. A little bit tongue-tied, it appears. So, at the end of the day, Team Ice come out victorious. It went all the way down to the wire, all the way down to the very last 1v1. Yeah. Before we get to that, let's break down the very first matchup. It was Archie, of course, taking on Shy, a Varus versus Quinn battle, and it definitely appears as though a bird is the word. Quinn came out on top. Freak, what do you think?
So he definitely wasn't shy about all-inning all the time. Right. The level 1 all-in was not worth it because at first I was like, oh, Varus is a great pick against Quinn because Quinn has to all-in and get into the minion line and pulled Minion Aggro doing that, and that was a really bad mistake by Shy. But he pulled it back, and the thing is, Quinn is like the best duelist of the AD carries, and so if you get to the point where someone is out of position, you can train that person down, and that's exactly what happened. Like Vault and Blind are both really good in that kind of matchup, and it played out that way.
Yeah, Vala's burst was definitely helping out. Right, the next matchup was, of course, a Lee Sin versus Lee Sin duel as Cool took on QTV. It did look like Lee Sin was able to restore sight to the Blind Monk, beating QTV and earning a point for his team, keeping him in the game. What do you think of that, Greppo?
Bad puns. Anyways, I just wanted to note, I mean, it's a Lee Sin matchup going both ways. It's skilled a little differently, and that's all interesting. The most interesting part for me was that QTV was running X-Frequence, because we were all sitting here like, oh yeah, he's gonna hit level 2 now, and he's gonna get wrecked, and suddenly like QTV hits level 2 first, and you're like, how is that possible? Because he must have been running X-Frequence there. Yep. Sadly enough, he didn't push the first wave to really make, because he could have traded CS and for damage, because he would have hit level 2 first and just been able to all in, but he was too afraid to lose the matchup in the first level. And that could have been a really interesting scenario, but yeah, Cool played it really well, and he just was the better Lee Sin player.
We're also talking about the fact that when he fell a little behind, probably his best option was to backspend some money and maybe just try all in.
But also, he actually, when he got level 2, he went in, and then he completely missed the Q. I think he landed in the bush or something, and that was actually his chance. And yeah, as you said, then he should have recalled, get back to lane.
Right, the next matchup was the duos of Double Lift and Mad Life taking on Varus and Kennen. Sorry, they were playing Varus and Kennen against Diamond and Bjergsen, who were on Brand and Annie. So Team Fire, Diamond and Bjergsen, they played a thematic duo. Both of the champions were flame-based, both of them were on fire. And Mad Life actually has a history against these champions. He's failed to win with them in, I believe it was OGN, and then has lost to this duo twice. Monty, tell us a little bit of story about this.
Yeah, this was the second loss, and it's particularly funny. I think that it was picked by Team Fire just because they're Fire champions, but this actually probably brought back a lot of bad memories for Mad Life. So back a few seasons of Champions ago, Frost picked a Brand Annie bot lane as kind of a disrespect against the KT Rolster Arrows and lost the game. And then what happened was in Club Masters, KT was up over Frost, and so they picked the Annie Brand bot lane and then beat Mad Life and Woong with it. And so losing here again probably stings a little bit for Mad Life, who has a really bad history with Annie Brand lanes, strangely enough.
Yeah, maybe it's just Stunlock. Just CC, doesn't it? But that was very close. The level 1 or level 2 engage, I believe it was Diamond, just got away by the skin of his teeth, almost giving the victory over to Team Ice. It was very dramatic.
I actually played it whenever me and Froggen used to do a queue, we'd either run like Annie Brand or Thresh and Lee Sin. But the Annie Brand lanes, it's really interesting. You feel like you're really powerful, but you need to wait at least to level 3 until you have one of each spell, so you can really rely on that spell burst, because you'll go all in and then you're out of ammunition and then you'll get turned on. And that almost happened, but they managed to survive and then get enough spells down to get a convincing victory. It wasn't close at all.
Convincing victory, I like that. Then of course it all came down to the very last battle, the Super 1v1, when Froggen was playing Yasuo against Weixiao and Jarvan. Now Weixiao will simply not forgive himself, as the winds were in Froggen's favor as he took down the tower. DeFisher, what did you think of that matchup?
Well, the matchup itself I actually felt was in favor of Froggen. Also because, first of all, he started Q at level 1, which I really like, because he didn't want to get in range of the auto attack from Jarvan early on with the passive bonk in your head. And also, Weixiao decided to build towards Brutalizer, where Froggen just went straight Dawn's Blades. So he was stronger there in the early fights, and also he could just jump around, kite around Jarvan. Kobe talked about how hard it is for Jarvan to actually hit him. And we just have to say, Froggen, he is 100% pure Danish. And that's why he's doing so well here.
Well, Bjergsen won his matchup. We'll have to see what the Queen says about him.
I'm not convinced yet. I'm not convinced.
All right, guys. So here is a final look at how Teams Ice and Fire fared over the course of the All-Star Challenge. Team Fear was hot, right out of the gate and took an early lead with a commanding performance in our ultra rapid fire match. Not to be outdone, Team Ice surged forward to take the lead with wins in Hexakill and the pick 10, making the score 4-2. And as we just saw in the 2v2, Fire was able to pull the points back to a tie. In the super fun 1v1, Froggen extinguished the competition and secured the final 3 points and the win. We are now going to award a most valuable player of the All-Star Challenges. It is a completely arbitrary honor. It carries with it no banner, no signal, no trophy, only personal satisfaction and bragging rights. It is merely the most valuable player of the All-Star Challenge Paris 2014, as determined by a panel of 1. Mitch Crepo Forspools. And if you have any issues with his choice or the means by which he reached it, our only defense of this is because Crepo says so. Now, can I please ask everybody at the table to raise their Crepos? We are entrusting you with a very great responsibility, Crepo. Who is your All-Star Paris 2014 Challenge MVP?
Yeah, okay. If Fire would have won, I would have nominated Double Lift as the MVP because he was very instrumental to all of Fire's victories by feeding. But I have to hand it to Cool. He was a really good player. He wasn't supposed to be here. He subbed in all of a sudden, and then just, Ice looked revitalized. They started playing better. He's a really insanely sim player, so for me, he gets the MVP vote because I say so.
Definitely stepped up his game.
Didn't lose a single game. I mean, he came back and just won everything, and here's his one-on-one as well, of course. He was actually ahead of QTV pretty much the entire time, so it's just a matter of time before it won on CS if he didn't kill him.
Very exciting game. Managed to get the last hit there right at the end. And like we've rightly pointed out, coming in, covering for Tsamei.
Yeah, and, well, the funny thing as well is his team now, or former team, I guess he's still a sub for them, is in the final as well, OMG. He played
former team, is he leaving OMG to join Team Fire?
I think so, yeah. I would do so, man. They're winning everything.
So, quick last comment there on Cool, seeing as our OMG expert is at the end of the table.
Yeah, he's awesome, right? And the great thing about this is, so he's obviously a phenomenal, world-class individual player, and there's someone even better than him in the mid lane helming the team for the final, so, go OMG.
Now, I do have one last comment, seeing as I set this one up. To close it out, if you guys at home do have any complaints about the MVP selection or you feel somebody else should have won it, please complain to @ScumbagCrepo on Twitter. It is his choice. It is his problem. It was him saying so.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I believe we're going to be getting ourselves set up for the final. We've had a lot of fun here at the desk with the All-Star Challenge having now wrapped up. Team Ice coming out victorious. The final, the invitation is what it's all about. SKT versus OMG. Let's get some opening thoughts before we start heading towards the stage. Monty, does OMG really stand a chance?
Not really.
What would they need to do? What would they need to do?
I think we're done here.
As a few bullet points in order to help overcome SKT.
Of course, they are a top team, but really the teams that have been most successful against SK Telecom have done so with vision control. When we really look at SK Telecom T1K as a team, they really thrive off of creating picks and 1v1 or 2v2 skirmish outplay. When you force them into a situation where they can't get that, where they don't know where you are on the map because you've been sweeping and using your pink wards effectively, they have a really hard time defending sieges and winning 5v5 team fights.
We'll have to see if they can do that. We will be back with some more pre-game analysis in a moment or two. Right now, we're going to check in with Sharks, who is standing by with the captains of both of the challenge teams, Ice and Fire.
I'm joined here in the interview lounge by the winning Team Ice captain Froggen along with Team Fire's captain Diamond. That were some interesting games. Let's start with the last one, Froggen. Yasuo versus Jarvan, but you ended up just taking down the tower. I think you wanted to kill him.
I think I got the bit of the luck in the champion selection because Yasuo does really well against Jarvan. So.
And Diamond, tell me about your matchup because it was clear. Fire were going for Brand and Annie. What kind of resistance did you get from playing versus Kennen and Varus? Was it hard or was it kind of GG?
Okay, so Fire counters only by Ice, and they didn't pick it, so they lost. But it was a great experience for me and Bjorksen to play against such a great duo.
Yeah, was that also the reason why you were very, very happy? I don't think I've ever seen you jumping up quite that high.
Yeah, that was that mattered for me a lot.
Okay, and Froggen, tell me a little bit more about the competition. It all came down to that last moment. Did you feel the pressure there?
Can you repeat?
Oh, did you feel the pressure really at the end? Because you knew I have to win it here for my team.
Yeah, there definitely was. The pressure was definitely on since the best bottom lane in the world lost to a European bot lane. So, so I kind of had to win to make guys win. So I could feel the pressure.
Tell me a little bit about your experience as captain of the team. You've been able to play with these best players of all around the world, basically. And did you learn something from that you might take to Gambit or to Alliance, Diamond?
Okay, I learned a lot from that event because I was discussing a lot of like game-wise stuff with our players, which are, in my opinion, like the best in the world. And I think I will bring it to Gambit, and we will improve even more. But what's more important, it was like I really like to play with such a great guys like my team. I wish to see more of such events later.
Froggen?
I learned that the different regions are extremely strong mechanical players too. I was actually surprised a bit with how good Cool was since he was just out and he's not even started for this tournament. I was really surprised.
Yeah, and he was also the MVP, as Crepo said. I found that very interesting that you say it's also kind of about friendship here. Who have you built up maybe the closest relationship with here, Diamond?
Me?
Yeah.
Reckless.
Reckless? All right.
Yeah.
Why is that?
We were playing a lot of duo queues with him, so it was fun. It was a great experience. And
Froggen?
I'm not sure. I got a lot of new friends. I've probably talked the most with MadLife. So.
Learned a lot from him, I can imagine. Final question for you guys. You have, of course, the final of the Invitational Tournament coming up as OMG takes on SK Telecom T1K. Diamond, how do you think it will go? Which team has the edge and why?
I think SCT has an upper hand because they're just stronger, in my opinion. But we practiced yesterday against OMG as Gambit, and they're really strong. I think they have a chance, like, to not maybe win SKT, but they can manage to win some games against them, at least.
Froggen?
I think SKT is going to win this, but it's probably going to be OMG can take a few games off SKT, maybe. But they're looking really strong, so I think SKT will win.
Whatever it may be, I hope we get 5 games. Thank you very much, guys. Congratulations, Froggen, and congratulations on beating that bottom lane as well, Diamond. And it's nearly time for the All-Star Invitational Finals to begin. But first, let's take a look at how the All-Star event has brought fans together from all over the world and how this audience in Paris has gone above and beyond as the OP MVP.
League of Legends is the best game ever, and this is awesome.
We love this game, and we love watching people playing this game well. We are very excited. We want to...
We have fun.
Yes, we're big fans.
We're from Ireland, Dublin.
I come from Montpellier.
I'm from Holland. Saint-Etienne. We're from Cambridge in the UK.
China.
I came from Brazil.
Canada.
Belgium.
We're from England, and we're here to see Cloud9.
Fnatic.
OMG.
SKT. Fnatic. I came here to see actually all the teams.
I'm here to stream for the Fanatics, and if I don't have voice anymore after, that's not a big deal.
C9.
Totally Cloud9.
Because of Link, though.
SKT and OMG and all the good teams and all the skills.
It's like the World Championships before the real date.
And I have to say I'm loving it. It's amazing. It seems like there's a hell of a lot more people here than a normal LCS. Like it looked like there was a couple of thousand at least.
On League of Legends, I think like the French audience is
the best one.
On the top, but they will have to prove it.
There will be lots of people screaming.
Oh, this is going to be amazing. Everyone's going to be so hyped, and yeah, they're going to explode. You know, cheers, and it'll be great fun.
The fans here are absolutely ridiculous. Even 5 minutes before the show started, they were louder than almost any arena I've ever been.
When they get a tower, when they're getting a kill, first blood, anything, just crowd goes wild. You see everything starts rumbling.
The place actually shakes.
The crowd will be amazing. The matchups will be amazing.
Cloud9 versus Fnatic was a total highlight for us. Like I know the audience is supporting Fnatic or Fnati.
OMG1 versus Fnatic was really great. OMG.
It was amazing.
Yeah, they're so ruthless. They're like just going in. They don't stop.
Just killing people.
They kill one person, they're gonna get another. Like they don't stop. They're going to go into your base and just kill you.
Froggen gave us an awesome maneuver. Made my day actually.
Oh, the individual mechanics, the players, the rotations, everything is beautiful, man. It's beautiful.
It's constant action. Earth mode is brilliant.
Oh my god, he just dominated. Bjergsen on fire. He's got better skills than double lift on Ezreal.
People were like so happy and like clapping, and I started shaking in the middle of the game. And I was like, oh, I need to calm down a bit, but it was amazing. And the fans here are awesome.
The atmosphere is like incredible.
Just the experience, the people, the crowd, it's so insane. It's like everything is a highlight for me. I'm so hyped to be here.
All the fans are really friendly, and I actually met a lot of new friends, I'll say.
We became friends on Twitch, we stream, we play together, we have the same friends. And when I was coming to the event, me, her, and two of our other friends, we said, why don't we stay in an apartment together? It's gonna be more fun, cheaper. So we did, and it's awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
It's a big event, so I was very excited, and it was fun to see all the teams.
It happened just one time in a life.
Du grand spectacle. On est là pour du grand spectacle.